But it wasn't all musical endings in 1970. The state had its first big outdoor rock concert, inspired by New York's Woodstock less than a year earlier. Wisconsin's Woodstock was officially called Soundstorm, also referred to as the Mount York Rock Festival, after Irene York, who owned the land on which it was held north of Madison near Poynette.
Do you like rock music yourself?
Oh, yes. Yes, I like it. I like the group of people, too.
It was like a giant camp out for 3 days is what it was, with a whole lot of people that were all having the same cause.
Sue Maher was 20 years old and a neighbor of the Yorks in 1970. She remembers some local residents getting pretty upset about the prospect of thousands of young rock fans rolling in.
Some 1,500 people were here by 10 o'clock last night, according to Columbia County Sheriff Vern Goltz.
This whole place is just full of people dancing, acting crazy.
Ray York took us back to the site on what used to be his grandma's property.
The bands were right there. Oh, okay. And you can see one of the little speaker boxes down there. It's changed a lot in 45 years.
We drove up there with our equipment in the back of my pickup truck. 3 of us in the front, one guy always had to ride in the back with the equipment.
Bill Camplin's band, Woodbine, came from Milwaukee to play at Soundstorm, taking the stage just before the weekend's headliner, the Grateful Dead.
There was a sea of people, you know, and that was exciting. You know, that's what you were, that's what you were mostly looking forward to. Ooh, a sea of people.
Describe the scene at the York farm.
Well, there's thousands of hippies hanging out, having a great time.
What's going to be the entertainment?
Music, women, and song.
As soon as we heard about it, we were pretty excited about it. That was a life-altering event for me. It was the first time I saw the Grateful Dead.
Some people, life-changing event and all this nonsense, I don't know why, you know. I know why it did for me, man. 1970 is what, for me, in my life, really, that's what started everything.
Pete Obranovich, known as Bobo, was the organizer and promoter of Soundstorm. It almost didn't happen. Remember, the locals weren't too excited about it. But Grandma York gave her okay, Bobo gave her $5,000 rent, and then he gave a call to the band he had worked for as a roadie, the Grateful Dead.
Rock festival, and Grateful Dead, and concerts, and 100,000 hippies and all, boom, you know. It was really like magic.
Mother Nature seemed to give her blessing with sunshine and unusually warm temperatures in the 70s on the weekend of April 24th, 25th, and 26th, 1970.
The weather was like hot, and it was just, you know, everybody was having a great time. Spring had sprung, and a lot of hippies outside.
Police put the crowd at about 20,000. Bobo and many others insist it was 5 times that many. There was no trouble, and dozens hung out after the weekend was over, still camping on the York farm weeks later, with Grandma York's blessing.